What's going on, guys? I'm back. Now that we're getting back into the swing of things, we're going to be doing some reviews. I've got to go over all the stuff I picked up recently, which is kind of a lot. A decent amount of stuff that I haven't reviewed yet, but that just means videos that I can do, so that we have videos, something crazy that no one's ever heard of. Okay, so today we got Neca, Friday the 13th, Part 4, or the final chapter, Jason Voorhees. This guy right here. Let me tell you about this guy. Let me tell you about him. This is a figure I've been wanting for a super long time, and that I've never found him. And just recently, I think it was at a Target that I've literally gone to one time before in my life. He was just chilling there for retail price. So I picked him up. We snagged him. We saved him. Brought him home. Great figure. I love this figure. I think maybe this might be the best Jason figure I have. Well, no, best Neca, because still I think Mezco wins by far. But that's just, it's different leagues. It's different leagues. Okay, so we'll do the box first. Show off the box. Pretty cool box. I actually really like this box. Move this guy out the way. Ooh, hold up. Okay. This is my favorite cover for Friday the 13th. The Jason mask with the knife through it. Crispy. Got a nice little side pick of Jason just looking cool. Got some of the back. And now I just realized it when I was preparing for this. I forgot to bring the grave. The grave is still inside and I do not have it right now. But I'll give you a nice peek at it. Just pretend. Pretend I'm holding it. Look at that. That's nice grave he's got there. It's a pretty good grave. Same picture of him on the other side. Crack it open. It's got a pretty cool pick. Jason just chilling. Figure shot. Product shot. Getting this out of here. Get out of here. Bringing this bad boy back. We'll bring it in a little bit. So you can see he is the same figure. Like the same base body as the other Jasons from like part 3, 4, 5. But I do think he looks a lot better. I like the matte and the somewhat kind of, it's like a mix of glossy. Well, I can't talk about that now. That's for the paint. Oh, wait, that is this section. My bad. The paint and sculpt. Sculpt is the same. Just said it. Same as the other one. Some different pieces, though. Like, I feel like the boots might be a little different. I don't think so, actually. No, I don't know. But the pants, the shirt looks really good. I like what they did with the matte, but kind of glossy. Like they did a mix where parts of it are matte and parts of it are glossy, and I think it looks really good. With the mask, it looks really good, except I don't know if this was all of them or just mine, but he's got that little thing on his nose. Like it looks like the paint got rubbed away, but I'm not sure if that's just mine or if they're all supposed to be like that. Okay, for some accessories, he comes with a lot. So I'll go over the weapons and stuff first, and then we'll go into interchangeable parts. So he comes with this double-sided axe. Always a classic to have. And I actually like the weapons better with no blood on them, because then it looks... Because I don't have Jason killing people on the display, I just have him kind of chilling. So I'd rather you have not bloody weapons. But going into the bloody ones, he comes with this meat cleaver. The blood doesn't look that good, just because it's a little goofy. Like, I don't think... If I chop you with this, it's not going to be sharp. The bloods aren't going to be sharp. But it still looks good. Altogether, it looks really good. It's a nice sculpt. Fits good in his hand, too. And, well, I'll get to that in a minute. But he comes with this, the classic bottle opener. Looks really good. I don't know how you get him to hold this. I guess you could kind of grab it from here, but I don't really display him with that. It was a cool kill in the movie, but well, it wasn't a kill, but it was a cool scene in the movie. But I'd rather him have someone else. Here he is with here is the bone saw, hacksaw, various names. Looks pretty good. The blood on this one looks good, and it fits pretty well with how I think it would look if someone actually got sawed up. I've never done it. Don't know about it. Now a knife, this knife right here, classic knife. Looks good. I think the little, what is that, like a logo, I think? Like a dog? Oh no, maybe, I don't know. The blood doesn't look bad on this either. The knife isn't as sharp as Neca knives usually are. Usually they're dangerous, like a real knife, which I think that's cool. Because then you can, if you're in danger, just stab them, stab somebody. This machete I think was one of the best ones because the little thing on the bottom here, it's not sticking out as far, so it's not hard to get it into their hand. And I don't have to risk breaking it. And it looks good too. I think the dirty, bloody rust kind of thing, I think that looks really good. Because in the movie, it's supposed to be his end, and I think having kind of an old, rusty, gross-looking thing fits. Now, for an interchangeable hand, he comes with this hand right here. It may look the same, but what it's for, comparing it here, it's for the smaller weapons. Like this, the hand he has right now would be like for a machete and knife, and then this one would be for the smaller things, so that you can still hold the little weapons after you use this hand. Because a problem I've had with a few of my Jasons is when you put the big weapons in, it stretches out the hand, and then when you try to put like a machete or a knife in, the hand will just fall out, and you can't hold them anymore. So I think them adding that's a very good accessory. Sorry about that. Very good accessory so that your figure never loses the grip for the weapons. You can always hold them. It comes with an interchangeable head, and this is the head where he sliced into face. We can compare the two different heads. Get this mask off. There's the head without the cut, and there's the head with the cut. They both look good, and I actually really like this head because the blade, move him back over here, this machete fits beautifully into the side of his cranium. It looks great. On my Instagram, go follow me. It's Alpaca Manager on Instagram. Just a little plug there, don't mind. Oh, no. Okay, nothing fell. Okay. But I put a little pose. I had Venom, Mafex Venom, clocking this dude in the side of the head with this. And it looks really good. It looks like if someone were, like, it looks straight out of the movie where he gets clocked in the side of the head with it. He does have another mask, but they're just the same mask. So you can interchange them for either the chopped up head and the not chopped head. They look pretty good, and I actually like that they gave two of the same mask, because if you wanted to, you could put that mask on the part 3 or on part 5 or any of those heads. I think that works really good with all these masks and stuff. And now the one problem I have with this figure is that he doesn't come with this hand, the cut in half hand. I think I did the review of part 5 Jason where he comes with this hand. So now you do have this hand, but you need to buy the other Jason to get it, which I think is the one flaw about him, is he doesn't come with one of the most iconic parts in the movie, but the figure after him does, you know. Little gripe of mine, a little gripey dipe. Getting all these accessories out the way. It is a very good deal, because you get a lot of accessories for a little bit of price. Well, it's not a little bit, it's good. It's a good deal, I think. Now, on articulation, he's pretty good. He's got some decent articulation. I'll keep the mask off for this. Looking up, it's pretty okay. Looks down, pretty good. He needs to be able to look down so that, because he's taller than everyone, so he needs to be able to look down. You can rotate it side to side. You can't really make it all the way around because of the collar, and the head kind of goes right into it, and you can't really spin. But you do get some pivot and rotation. He's on a ball joint, so you get all the fancy movement that they do. His arms, pretty good. Comes out, I wish it would go 90, but that's good enough. Rotates in the joint, all the way around, pretty tight. This elbow rotates and then bends. It's a pretty good bend. It's like almost 90, which I think works really well. Because with these Jasons, you're not getting like crazy action poses, so like not crazy articulation is all right. But now at the hand, it's just a ball joint, so you get all your movement, all your same ball joint movement. Pretty good. This hand is the same. Okay. That's the problem I've had with this one, is his hands fly off very easy. I don't know why. It's not very cool. But down here, he has somewhat of an ab kind of thing. Moves around. It's not super good, but it'll help a little bit. Like when you want to kind of get him, if you have someone hitting him or something, it works good. Rotation down here, very tight. Then at the legs, kicks forward, pretty far. Then it goes back a little bit. You do have to watch out with these though, because the pants kind of falls out, and you gotta push it back in so it doesn't stay like that, which I don't really pose Jason doing crazy things because of that. Like the pants will stretch and then it won't look good if you put him back in a basic pose. This hand fell off, but I'm just going to leave it going out. Pretty good out for Jason especially. I mean, I guess he could be doing some mean side kicks or something, some martial arts fighting. Does have a thigh swivel very tight. I actually like that because they loosen up over time, but then they're still not too bad. Knee bends around 90, goes back. There's a rotation at the knee, and then at the foot, it's on a ball joint, so you get some pivot. It's not too crazy, but it's good enough to where he can stand easily if you get him in a good standing pose. I don't know what that is. He's doing like a spirit sword kind of thing, but putting him back together after that intense articulation session. Stick that hand back on. It does all go back together. Well, not all back together, but he clicks together nicely. None of the parts are too hard to interchange. The light just died. Don't mind that. I'm almost done, so we'll just finish this up real quick. For some comparisons, I do not have the ruler. If you watched the last video, you know he's gone, long gone. But we do have a bunch of Jasons here. So right now, he's compared to the Freddy versus Jason, and part 2 Jason, who's got some funky leg stuff going on right now. He doesn't want to stand straight, and the leg doesn't want to go in. So there you go, looking pretty crispy. Now taking those guys out of here, putting a classic, the part 3 Jason, and then also a part 3 Jason, but the Mezco part 3 Jason. Got them right next to him. So he sizes up pretty well. I still think the Mezco is too small, and I think these Jasons are like just perfect because they're tall enough compared to all the other figures where you can like get the size of how big he's supposed to be, which I think that's what Neca does very good with their 7-inch scale. It makes their big figures look good with the rest of like everything else. I think he fits very well. But now for some final thoughts, because my battery died and I don't want this video to be a little cruddy. I don't want the quality to go down. I think this is a very good figure, and if you're a Friday the 13th fan, 100% purchase. It's very good. It's like, it comes with everything you need for a Jason. You can display him killing people, killing himself with a machete. You can display Venom beating on him. You can do whatever you want. This is a great figure. Highly recommend. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time when me and Jason arm wrestle over who gets the next Hot Pocket. I'll see you guys.